Dear learners, welcome to the MSBT online learning platform, MSBT Lead Learning at Your Doorstep. I am Mrs. Sonali Sherigar, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Department at Agnel Polytechnic, Navi Mumbai. Students, till now you have learned 4 units of course Microcontroller and Application with course code 22426. In these 4 units, you have learned about architecture of microcontroller 8051, assembly language instructions, how to develop an assembly language program. You have also learned interfacing of memory and various input-output devices. Now you are ready to learn Unit 5, which is Applications of 8051 Microcontroller. In this unit, you will learn various microcontroller 8051 based applications like waveform generation, water level control, temperature control, traffic light control, stepper motor control, and their troubleshooting. At the end of this unit, you will achieve the course outcome 5, which is maintain microcontroller for different applications. To achieve unit outcome, the first sub-UO you will learn is generate the specified waveform using 8051 by given method. In this presentation, dear learners, you are going to learn generation of square wave on the port pins of microcontroller 8051. The learning objective of this presentation is toggle port pins and generate square wave on port pin using software delays. Do you know how to toggle port pins? And once you learn how to toggle port pins, you'll be able to develop an assembly language program to generate square wave. Let us learn programming microcontroller 805 and to toggle the port pins, generation of software delay using registers of 8051 and generation of square wave on the port pin of microcontroller 8051. The concept to generate square wave on port pin of 8051 is to toggle that specific port pin, wait for some time by calling delay subroutine and repeat the process continuously. Let us learn toggling of port pins. What do you mean by toggling? Toggling means making a bit high and low alternately. Port pins of 8051 can be programmed to output logic high, which is plus 5 volts, and logic 0, which is 0 volts. Port pins can be toggled by using assembly instructions, CPL bit, which means complement the bit, or by using setB, setBit, and clear bit instructions. Let us understand the program for toggling port pin P2.0. We all know that upon power up, all the port pins of 8051 output logic high, that is logic 1. In the program, the first instruction CLR P2.0 is used to clear the port pin P2.0. When 8051 executes the instruction CLR P2.0, port pin P2.0 outputs logic 0. Then an instruction ACALL delay is used to call a delay subroutine. When 8051 executes ACALL delay instruction, the program control is transferred to a delay subroutine. Now, microcontroller 8051 executes a delay subroutine. As long as the delay subroutine is getting executed, the status of P2.0 pin is logic 0. After the execution of delay subroutine is over, the program control is transferred back to the main program. Next, the instruction CPL P2.0 toggles the port pin now. The initial status before the delay subroutine of the port pin P2.0 was 0. Now, when CPL 2.0 instruction is executed by 8051, the port pin status is toggled, meaning it becomes 1 now. Again, by using instruction sjump again, a delay subroutine is called and the program control is transferred to delay subroutine. Again, as long as the delay subroutine is getting executed, the pin status is logic 1. When the delay subroutine gets over, again CPL P2.0 instruction is executed, which makes the port pin status 0 now. And the whole process is repeated again and again. In the program for toggling of port pin, a delay subroutine is executed. Every time the port pin is toggled, a delay subroutine is called and executed by the microcontroller. This delay is software delay. Software time delay of any magnitude can be generated by looping suitable instructions number of times. As shown, delay subroutine 1 move r1 comma hash 5 instruction loads the value 5, we call here it as count find register r1, and instruction djnz r1 comma up decrements the value in r1 by 1, and as the value in r1 is not equal to 0 is again goes back to label up. Again the djnz r1 instruction is executed till r1 becomes 0. So djnz r1 instruction is executed 5 times, and when it becomes 0 the program is exited. The value in the r1 decides the amount of time delay given by the program. If the value in the r1 is increased, then more time delay is generated. In delay subroutine 2, a nested loop concept is used. Two registers R1 and R2 are loaded with maximum count 255. First, the inner loop is executed. The inner loop djnz r2, go executes 255 time, and when r2 becomes 0, then the outer loop djnz r1, up is executed. When r2 becomes 0, r1 decrements by 1, that means r1 becomes 254, and again r2 is loaded with 255. Again r2 instruction djnz r2 instruction is executed 255 times. When r2 becomes 0, then r1 decrements by 1. In this way a nested loop program is executed. So by using delay subroutine 2 method, we can generate a delay of larger amount. Now let us see how to generate square wave on the port pin of 8051. If 8051 executes a program for toggling of port pin, and if CRO is connected to the port pin, a square wave is seen on the CRO screen. This is because when, as per the program, clear pin CLR P2.0 instruction is executed, 8051 outputs logic 0 on port pin P2.0, which is 0 volts. Then a delay subroutine is called. As long as a delay subroutine is getting executed, the port pin outputs logic 0. For this amount of time, the output of port pin P2.0 is 0 volts. When the delay gets over, CPL P2.0 pin complements the pin status and makes it logic high. Again, a delay is called. Then as long as the delay is getting executed, the pin status remains high. In this way, one cycle of square wave is generated. This cycle is repeated again and again to give a continuous square wave. The delay used decides the on time and off time of the square wave. Now let us simulate the program in Keil Microvision IDE. What you can see on your screen is the program in the editor window. This is the program for toggling of port pins. We are going to toggle port pin P2.0 and check the logic whether the program is working properly. Let's first build a target. So after building target, we see that there are no errors, 0 errors and 0 warning. Also a hex file of this particular project file is getting created. To run the program, we go into the debug mode. We start the debug session. You can see the port window is open over here. We have to check the pin status of pin P2.0 as well as a logic analyzer window is open here. Let me run the program for you. What you can see is when the program is run, the port pin P2.0 is toggling continuously, and whenever a CRO is connected, you can see a square wave getting generated. Also, if you want to know whether this program will work in hardware, we can do it by using a circuit simulation software. So here you can see an IC Atmel 89C51 is taken. A CRO is connected at port pin P2.0. You need to download the hex file of the file which we have just now executed in Keil Microvision IDE. That X file needs to be burned in microcontroller IC. So that is done. Now when you run this simulation, you see a square wave is getting generated on the CRO. So that is how we can use a program for toggling of port pin to generate the square wave. Now the on time and off time of this square wave is decided by the delay which is called between toggling of the port pins. I hope you have understood how to generate a square wave on the port pins of 8051. Dear learners, attempt MCQ set 1. Also, you can visit the following YouTube links for further information on square wave generation. Thank you.